When I'm going for taking classes, many of my students used to tell me that, sir, reading newspaper is a difficult task for me. I'm not able to finish a particular newspaper every day. Every day I have to read a lot of things in the news. I have to go through various articles so that I'm not able to get proper time allocation for other subjects, for studying other subjects in detail. So this is a complaint I used to get from many of the students. So I would like to tell you something very important regarding newspaper reading. First of all, if you take a newspaper, you don't need to go through all the news. Right. As a civil service aspirant, what is necessary for you, what is relevant for you based on the civil service examination syllabus, you go through that only. And when you're actually looking at a newspaper, on an average, you may have to go through around 12 to 18 articles, most probably. Less than 20, that's it. Every day, that's it only. Because when you're looking at the entire newspaper, you will be able to find more than 100 articles in that. But as a civil service aspirant, you don't need to go through all these news. You can actually go through most important news which is actually related with your syllabus. So you have to have an idea, you have to have a clarity regarding how to identify that. So how can you identify that? It is very simple. You have to read the syllabus very clearly. And when you are reading newspaper, if you are sitting at your place, make sure that you have a copy of the syllabus pasted in the wall. Okay, wherever you are actually studying, just take a printout of it or just write down the syllabus and paste it in a wall, so that when you're taking a news itself, you'll be able to relate it with whether it is relevant for me or not. Because when you're looking at the syllabus, you will understand, okay, this topic is actually coming in this particular general studies paper, so I have to read this news. You will get that clarity. So now you cannot neglect that particular news, right? So this is how you need to read newspaper. Another important area is like, maybe newspaper reading is a new habit for you. How can you inculcate a new habit? It's very important, right? Habit formation, it actually takes time. So today you are deciding that from today onwards, I'm going to read newspaper. The whole news I'll be able to read. Sometimes you will not continue that process. You will fed up of actually reading. The point is, you don't have a history regarding reading newspaper. You don't have reading newspaper as a habit for you. So now it is very difficult. If it is not a habit for you, no, it is difficult. You need to create that habit. So how can you do that? Incremental learning is important. Incremental, that means incrementally you can actually create that habit. So one step at a time. If you are a fresh candidate, that means you are not at all familiar about reading newspaper, try to take newspaper in your hand, okay, or in the printed newspaper or digital newspaper. Make sure that through digital newspaper, just go through digital newspaper, at least look at digital newspaper every day. Or if it is a printed newspaper, at least go through or take that printed newspaper in your hand every day. Then on the second day, make sure that you read the headlines. Don't go into the details of the news. Just read the headlines, because it's a new habit that you are actually creating. Just read the headlines. Now, after reading the entire headlines, you will understand, okay, what is relevant for you. If you have a clarity regarding syllabus, you will get an idea. At least some of the articles you will be able to understand, okay, this is relevant for me. Now, the third day, go through these titles and also read one article. One particular news. Most probably take a small news, which is a relevant news, a small news you read. Then the fourth day, try to read 2 news. Fifth day, try to read 3 news. Like that, one step at a time. Just try to make it as a habit for you. After around 21 days, you will feel that this has become your habit. Reading newspaper every day, going through newspaper will become a habit for you, and you will automatically take it in your preparation journey. So this is how you can actually develop that habit. Okay, so if you are a fresh candidate, if you are confused about reading newspaper, if you don't think like reading newspaper is easy, try to follow this way, this pattern. You will feel a difference. You will feel relaxed. You will feel like, okay, you will feel like reading newspaper. You will have that tendency to read newspaper. So make sure that you follow this pattern. And again, I'm telling you, without understanding the syllabus, you will not be able to find out which news is relevant for you. So make sure that you read the syllabus every day. Okay, at least paste it in a wall so that you can actually read it every day. Okay, so all the best. Please follow this pattern these small steps so that you can actually make it as a habit. Newspaper reading, you will actually make it as a habit for you.